Hello and welcome to our presentation of Spread the Word, Veterans for RT, presented by Devin, Lauren, and Shanna. My name is Shanna LeBlanc, and I would like to pledge to spread the word because as a veteran with PTSD, I have used recreation as a way to help myself be both healthy and happier through the use of recreation as a means to help myself with PTSD, and I would like to spread that information and knowledge to other veterans who experience PTSD and other disabilities and illnesses related to their time spent in the military.
My name's Devin Baldwin, and I want to pledge to spread the word of recreational therapy because I have seen and experienced how the use of recreation can really help benefit you mentally and physically and your overall health and well-being. So I think it's really important to be able to help provide that for other people who could really benefit from it.
My name is Lauren, and I want to spread the word about recreational therapy because it's such a valuable process that not many people seem to know about. It can improve mental and physical well-being, and in times such as COVID-19 pandemic, I think it's especially important that people know more about it. The purpose of our campaign is to spread the word about what recreational therapy is to the student veterans on Clemson University's campus. We have 3 goals for our campaign. The first goal is that people will see our campaign advertisements and want to come to our implementation to learn more about recreational therapy and gain an interest and excitement for recreational therapy and opportunities that may come with it. Our second goal is after attending either of the informative or interactive sessions, people will know what recreational therapy is and how it helps people. And our last goal is to provide an inclusive, engaging, and interactive model of introducing recreational therapy to the student veterans on Clemson University's campus by means of physical and social activities and interactions. We have a few different strategies to market our campaign. First is an email that we'll send to the student veterans that will talk about what the campaign is, when and where it will take place. Second, we came up with a flyer that we'll distribute on Library Bridge, and it will also discuss what's going on and the different events we'll hold during the day and how to sign up for it. And lastly, we came up with a social media post that will be posted on the Student Veterans page on both Instagram and Facebook.
Here is the overview of our activities that we'll be providing during this event. There will be 2 different options for our student veterans, one of which will be an interactive walking tour, and the other one will be a student veteran center activity where they will discuss and talk about recreational therapy benefits and activities. For the scavenger hunt or the interactive walking tour, we will start at Vickery Hall, where the Student Veteran Center is located, and then we will go in sort of a clockwise pattern around towards Jordan Hall, Daniel Hall, the lab, and back towards Vickery Hall. And at each of these buildings, we'll have a variety of flyers and different information posters posted up, so that way the veterans can have an interactive and fun tour of recreational therapy. And again, we will start at Vickery Hall, and then we will just wrap around clockwise back towards Vickery Hall. And you see here's the path that we plan on taking for the event. And here is our list of informative and scavenger hunt flyers that we will have, or here's a few examples rather. We'll have various checkpoints, a few facts, maybe some other information about RT throughout the duration of the little tour. And similarly, while the student veterans who did not go on the tour are in the Student Veteran Center, they will be given out brochures with very similar, if not the same information on it. So that way, everybody has a balanced educational background in what recreational therapy is for the veterans. And after we get done with the discussion portion, we will show quite a few different videos of how recreational therapy has helped other veterans in their lives. The video you see on the left here was a gentleman who had PTSD and participated in a recreational therapy program and actually ended up becoming a recreational therapist because of how much it benefited his life. The second video you see here is a veteran who also had PTSD and found out through fly fishing how recreation could help his PTSD. And he actually went on to perform a study based on his findings. And his goal is to give this information to other veterans who have similar diagnoses or injuries or disabilities so they can also benefit through recreation practices in their life.
So going along with those videos, we can also show examples of studies that prove the benefits of recreational therapy with veterans. So there was a fly fishing program that lasted 4 days long in which veterans were identified to have PTS, hearing impairments, and or traumatic brain injuries. This program was 4 days long and taught the veterans how to fly fish. They went fly fishing and they also participated in other activities like deep breathing practices and hiking. So this program was based off of the self-determination theory to help motivate these veterans. And this theory is pretty concerned with motivation behind people's choices being for themselves and not based off of external influence. So this pretty much was a study to help show people to set up a foundation for use of recreation to help with mental and physical benefits further down the line outside of the program as well. And based off of surveys at the end of the program, immediately after that week, people reported decreased symptoms of PTS, depression, perceived stress, and functional impairment during the week of the program. And then they talked to them again 3 months later, and all of them reported an improvement in physical, cognitive, social, and emotional well-being. So in general, besides these examples, why recreational therapy for veterans? So recreational therapy improves the skills, abilities, and overall health and emotional well-being of participants. These services are provided in a multitude of ways, such as through outpatient, home-based, acute, residential, and telehealth settings. So this shows that it's really accessible in a multitude of ways. So it really fits what best is what your needs are and what fits your lifestyle and your goals. So it's pretty individualized. And then also recreation can be used as a means to rehabilitate and reintegrate service members into their homes and communities. So here's a chart that is from the VA website that kind of touches on some of the more important parts of recreational therapy for veterans. It goes over quality of life, evidence-based treatment, education, lifestyle and community transition, as well as wellness and prevention. So really to focus on this chart is for the evidence-based treatment as well as education. So this is a science-backed process that really focuses down to a formula. And so this formula can be applicable to everyone in every single type of situation. So it's really up to you what your needs are and what your goals are is how recreational therapy is going to work for you. And since it is such an individualized process, it can really help and benefit so many different populations and types of people with different backgrounds. So after going over the activities and going over the studies and examples, we'll go into a debriefing session. And in this session, we'll talk about what the participants' ideas are of the benefits of recreational therapy after hearing everything that we've talked with them about. We'll highlight more of the videos and other studies that we talked about previously. We'll talk about additional resources for veterans who wish to further participate in recreational therapy and help show them how to get more actively involved in that community. And then we will also ask participants to fill out our evaluation to get some feedback on how the event went. And then we'll release participants for socializing and fun with video games and just hanging out with each other. So we'll have a pizza party just to kind of help everyone hang out afterwards, have some pizza, and then we will also be providing free t-shirts because who doesn't love a free t-shirt for going to an event? And then after that, we will also be providing the evaluations, which will be asking questions like, how would you describe your experience at the event today, as well as how would you describe recreational therapy, and would you participate in recreational therapy activities further down the line? So this will really just give us a feedback of how people saw the event and whether we met the goals that we set or not.
And at that, we would like to thank all of you so much for participating in this presentation with us. We hope that it's given you an incentive to want to spread the word of recreational therapy to others and how beneficial it can be for them, regardless of whether or not they're veterans or even if they have combat-related disabilities or injuries. Thank you all so much, and I hope you have a great day. Here's our references.